What is good, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. The movie I'm reviewing today is currently available for streaming on HBO Max. There will be spoilers in this video. This is a Christmas classic and one I absolutely recommend, so if you haven't seen it, please turn off the video and come back afterwards and let me know your thoughts. I'd be really interested to know the thoughts of somebody who's first watching this movie. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is directed by Jeremiah Chechik and stars Chevy Chase. Is it Chevy? Chevy or Chevy? I've heard both. It's spelled Chevy, like the car, but I've heard Chevy. If somebody could clarify that for me. The English language is just a disaster area. Chevy Chase, I'm calling him Chevy. That's how I'm saying it. It's how it's spelled. Beverly D'Angelo and Randy Quaid. It is about the Griswold family Christmas. They live in the suburbs of Chicago, so you know it's cold, and you got the snow. You got a great Christmas atmosphere. Clark Griswold is determined to have the absolute best Christmas for he and his family. He is the ultimate family man. He loves his family. He has a wife, a son, and a daughter, and he wants them to have the absolute best Christmas. However, he is also a jackass. So that gets in the way and also creates for some fun shenanigans because he has a lot of pride. And like I said, he's also a bit of a JA. Doesn't know how to, kind of just let things go. So he does everything he can to make the ultimate and very traditional family Christmas. So instead of just going out to a tree lot or even getting a fake tree, or vice versa, going out to get a real tree at a lot instead of a fake one, he goes out to the middle of nowhere, to the boonies in the forest, to cut down a real tree, and that is packed with sap, which is one of my favorite little moments in the movie when his hair gets stuck to his wife. But he goes out to do that. He invites the entire family to his house. So, now mind you, he's doing well. He's like a marketing executive, ad executive. He's doing well, but, 2 kids, wife and him, that's a full house already. That's comfortable. He invites the grandparents on both sides. So they come over. That's one of my favorite moments of the movie. Grandpa's come over. Oh, I thought this fluid leaked out of my back. Grandma's talking about her mole. And of course, it's driving the kids crazy. But all this is just because he's just trying to make everybody happy. He at his heart, he's a good guy. But for me, he's very relatable because he's a good guy, but he also doesn't like BS, and he doesn't like, he's like I say, he's a JA. Invites the whole family over, has some annoying neighbors who are just like, the classic, Christmas is, even I'm not that cynical. They're just like, oh, we can't do anything for Christmas. So he bothers them. Family comes over. He gets locked in the attic. He puts up lights over the house. He wants to have like his house fully lit. Doesn't go right. Things just keep going wrong for him everywhere he goes. His intentions are so good and so pure to have this great family Christmas, and everything just keeps getting in his way. But at the end of the day, he realizes, he is there with his family. Things do work out in the end. I'm not spoiling anything when I say that either. It is such a fun movie. It's a wholesome movie, but it's got that raunchy humor in it. So if you're sensitive to some jokes and stuff, some raunchy language and humor, you're not gonna like the movie. What do I like about it? There's so many good scenes in it. The end when he's just had enough, like I said. So he invites the grandparents over. He lights up his house. The house won't light up. Everything just keeps going wrong. The Christmas dinner isn't made right. And then he's expecting this Christmas bonus, doesn't get it, and he just goes off, and that rant he goes on, I can't even say the words he says. I don't even remember them all, but it's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. My favorite scene is when the grandparents come over. The father-in-law, they're like, what I never understood is, and this is real, this is very realistic, like, you invite people over your house for Christmas, right? Your parents or grandparents, whichever context we're looking at, and they're complaining about everything. Like, you're in my house. What are you complaining about? Like the mom, Ellen, who's played by Beverly D'Angelo, she's stressed out. She lights up a cigarette and mom calls her out immediately. Like, she's in her own house. Why can't she smoke a cigarette? I don't know. And when he puts the sap in her hair, the department store scene where Clark is there, he just can't control. He's just like a very good intentioned guy. So he's at the department store with the attractive saleswoman, and he just can't bite his tongue. He keeps, making innuendos about her, you know, sexually. And he just can't hold his tongue. His kids are great. I believe Juliette Lewis plays his daughter. She actually does a really good job in this movie. And some very wholesome scenes that aren't even really necessarily funny, but just tie into the wholesomeness. Clark gets caught up and locked up in the attic while the family goes out shopping. And he watches old Christmas videos, old like Super 8 movies of his family Christmases from his childhood. And I just think that's very sweet. And I love watching those old videotapes. I have some of those from my childhood. And it's just a very wholesome movie. Like I said, raunchy, wholesome. And probably the best and worst part of the movie is Randy Quaid, who plays Cousin Eddie. So Cousin Eddie is the husband of his wife's sister. Now they are the most just disgusting people. They show up in an RV. He's dumping out his, you know, the toilet from his RV into the sewer drain. He's just gross. He has no etiquette, but he doesn't know he has no etiquette. He's an idiot. He has like a metal plate in his head, but he doesn't know he's an idiot. Clark just wants to throw his head through the wall, but because he doesn't want to ruin family Christmas, he doesn't do it. Also, I forget the actor's name. Dang, I always forget this actor's name. The older dude who plays his uncle. Anyway, his way older uncle. They come over, Christmas dinner, she's singing the national anthem. She doesn't understand anything. It's just a funny movie, just a fun blast of a movie. Anybody who's seen it knows the atmosphere. It's the ultimate Christmas movie if you want just enough edge and enough fun. I personally love it. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. Please let me know your favorite scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And also a fun fact about the movie, John Hughes, the writer and director of Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he wrote this movie, which I did not realize until a few years ago when I was watching it. And I was like, did it say he was written by John? And he also was a co-producer on it. So I think that's extra cool because it's not really, I mean, he's got a little bit of edge in like Ferris Bueller, stuff like that. But this is like a little bit more raunchy for his style of writing. National Lamp, I like all the vacation movies, even Vegas Vacation. I enjoy them all, even though they switch up the actors all the time. Yeah, just fun actors. Randy Quaid's really good as Cousin Eddie. I think he's like the piece de resistance of the movie, and just, he's just the straw that broke the camel's back for Clark. Clark has had enough, and then this idiot, this doofus comes in his house, and, you know, he just wants to rip his you ever seen somebody just want to punch in their face? It's like, you have no etiquette. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're in my house, and your dog is, like, lapping up the water from my tree. The tree is going to dry up, moron. Like, you just want to throw him through a wall. But his intentions are good. Cousin Eddie does have good intention, and he gives Clark the best Christmas gift of all, which I will not spoil. But again, yeah, let me know your favorite scene from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. If anybody does not like this movie, I would be very, very interested as to why. Even kind of a Christmas Scrooge like myself always finds enjoyment in this movie. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate your time. Y'all take care, be well, and have a wonderful weekend.